Hello, welcome to the first day of December 2025. My name is Kurt, and this is my daily Good Life meditation, a live video broadcast exercise that I do each morning at 5:30 a.m. to remember my life objectives and principles, those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone, which you can read for free at goingalone.org. I also use this time to think about the last 24 hours, to go over any noteworthy challenges or opportunities that I met, to see how I did with those challenges, where I handled them well or poorly, so that I can learn and improve along the way. I go over my creed and I prepare for the coming day. But first, hello to new subscribers to the channel. It's great to have you here. And a big thank you to my YouTube supporters and my Patreon members. I really do appreciate your support. I do talk about death reliably every day, sometimes just briefly, but sometimes in a little more detail. So if that subject makes you uncomfortable, please be heads up. All right, that's it. Let's get started. Looking at my notes for yesterday, I only have one note. It says lost tools. Well, really, to be more complete, that should say lost and broken tools. I was working in the, what I'm doing basically at this point is I'm going over yesterday's notes. I keep notes every day and looking for the moments that happened yesterday where I handled things well or poorly. So I was working in the garden, specifically removing kudzu, very aggressive native Japanese vine that grows in the forest here, kudzu from the bamboo forest behind my house, and was deep in the bamboo forest. It's quite heavily overgrown. Um, I had my favorite bamboo saw and lost it. Damn it. It's in there somewhere. I don't know. But I'll think, well, I'll uncover it eventually, literally. But I've lost tools in there before and have not yet found them. So we'll see. It's too bad. It was a nice saw. And then I switched up to an old antique saw that I had, another wood cutting saw. That Japanese saws, the thin blade ones, you have to use them carefully or you'll break them. And sure enough, I broke that saw. Now I have no bamboo saw and nothing suitable to replace it. So darn it. So why am I pointing that out? That's not what this is about. I'm pointing it out to go over how I handled it, the emotions of it, and the thoughts of it, and the fact of it. And what I did was, of course, I used hashtag temperance. When I refer to a hashtag and then name something, I'm referring to a principle or objective from my book. Temperance is typically the first that comes up because it's the one that allows me to catch the rising emotion, when I get upset, right? It's like, and I didn't get very upset at all, but you could feel it coming, right? I lost my trusty bamboo saw and then broke my antique saw. You feel the frustration coming up. Temperance, hey, 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 Kurt, just mellow out. You know, the saw is in there, the bamboo saw. I will uncover it. Literally, it's covered up in bamboo debris. I will cover it one of these days, and if I have to, I'll go buy another saw. As for the broken saw, there's nothing I can do about it except to learn from my mistake. Hashtag reason, then applying reason to it. I was using that saw in an inappropriate manner, which caused me to break the blade. Uh, Note to self: thin bamboo saws are not machetes. So try to hacking away at a vine, dummy. So now I'm left with this. The saw broke the end off, so I've got a shorter saw. It still operates, but not as effective as before. So darn it, and I have to find a way to dispose of that saw blade. Well, I'll put it in the pile of metal goods. That was really the only thing that challenged me yesterday, was that. I otherwise had a very nice day, a very nice Sunday. Went to the flea market. It was just fantastic. Had a great time. I'm really enjoying these winter days. It's really, really nice, especially having fun on the weekends with my wife and her sister. It's really nice. I did get something in my eye. This is the eye that I had the surgery on. I was staring up at the bamboo that I was working, and something came down and landed in it. But I think it's all cleared up now. But that was a bit of a worry. But I handled it as well. Temperance, reason, off you go. Really was nothing else to report yesterday. Really, really nice day yesterday. A lot of really nice days. Now I am going to America in exactly a week, and I don't want to go. So I guess I would say that was frustrated with that just a little bit. Oh well. All right. And I told my wife it's not, uh, it's no other reason than the simple fact that I enjoy my life here with my wife and I don't want to leave that. I guess that's the best reason. All right. As for my creed, it consists of 8 objectives and 35 principles, all of which you can read in my book, Going Alone, in the chapter titled The Good Life, which you can access for free at goingalone.org. Click on the button titled Read the Book, look for the chapter titled The Good Life, and there you go. My 8 objectives are as follows. Number one, to be always ready to die, having my affairs, relationships, and life's work in order at all times. Two, to make good and effective use of my time, to organize my day and execute my hours uh, in accordance with my weighted values regarding what is a good use of time, not letting my days slip by. And this, you lately finishing this particular exercise with the phrase "Tonight I will die in my sleep" has been a surprisingly potent addition to my day's routine to activate that sense of not of making good and of making good and effective use of my time. It's interesting how often through the day I remember that tonight I will die in my sleep, and it causes me to slow down, to disengage the fast moving mechanisms of my mind and body, and and say, just relax, Kurt, and experience this moment right now. My third objective is to um, so second objective was to make good and effective use of time. The third objective is to develop and maintain good and sound life principles, namely those which are outlined in my value statement, my good life creed. Number four is to cultivate good emotional reactions so that I'm responding well, gives me a chance to climb on top of my emotions and use reason to come up with a better plan. My fifth objective is to perform good actions relative to my values, which I'm more and more realizing that this job that I have is going to allow me to do. Studying the countries, I've been studying like homework, the various countries of the students that I will be teaching soon, and really coming to understand the very different life paradigm and trajectory that they are coming from, entering young adulthood, so very different from the one that I knew and lived as a young American. Number six is to perform good action. Sorry, to recognize my true limits and my true opportunities so that I operate within the scope of my control and capability. Number seven is to do just one thing at a time and do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully. And number eight is to achieve a state of balance in life where I'm moving with kind of a gated equilibrium that comes of tempered emotions, reasoned thought and decisions, and actions that are rooted in the fulfillment of my values. As for a value to read today, I'm going to read Life Will Not Go Well from the Principles. This begins on page 260 of the hardbound edition of Going Alone. Life will not go well. I'll be damned if I don't nearly always stumble, trip, slip, or otherwise get bounced around, turned backwards, and have the hardest time keeping a straight line towards the objects and ends I set myself to reach or achieve. It's like life is this imperfectly evaluated landscape of changing textures, seasons, and weather, where winds suddenly gust from one side and slippery ice appears on the ground in a shady hollow or a lurking beast stalks and jumps from behind. And a friend hails us, demanding our time and attention, and our bodies complain and yield to fatigue, disease, and our ever increasing weakness of capacity, and uncertainty regarding want. That we ever get anywhere we've set out for is an amazing feat, demonstrative of strong object principles, seemingly indefatigable will, and a wisdom arrived at by way of experience, reflection, and resolve. Life will not go well, but we certainly can if we try. therein lies the crux of the matter, right? The, though life will be difficult, we can make a concerted effort to rally our decisions and our actions around our values and make the best of the challenges that as we achieve them and meet them. All right. As for today, well, it's a Monday, exactly 1 week to go before I go to America. Two things I want to do today. I want to reserve my car for the trip, and I also want to call my credit card company to make sure that I do have collision insurance for the car rental, so I don't have to buy that. I will still need to buy a liability insurance, and then I'll do that. And then Remiko and I are going to go shopping today. I would like to get two things. Items. I want to get gifts to bring back to America, and I want to expand my outfit again a little bit more to look more uh, to fit the role of the job that I'll be starting in January. That's it. Let's read the comments. Oh, and it is exactly looks like 7 or 8 degrees outside and about 72% humidity. Robert, hi Robert. Robert says good morning to me or hello to me. It's Robert notes it's currently 33 degrees Fahrenheit and 93% humidity. It's snowing no less. Wow. With an air quality index of 31 in Napanee, Ontario, Canada. Eh? Oh, you Canadians. Wow. Happy snowy day to you, Robert. Tim says, good morning. Weather check for the UK at 8:35 p.m. is 5.3 degrees Celsius and 90% humidity. A sunny spells day. I like that term, sunny spells. Torrential all-day rain for tomorrow. Tomorrow, Monday, Tim. Nice. That's right. You're still on Sunday, huh? Sunday night. Robert says hi to Tim. Tim says, I think my garden must be a tool graveyard, always losing the smaller tools. I say lose rather than misplace, which makes me feel better about it. Yeah, that's an interesting distinction. Lose rather than misplaced. Yeah. I definitely remember putting down the bamboo saw yesterday as I was tackling a long kudzu vine, saying to myself, I literally looked at it as I put it down on the ground and I said, and I stopped, I started to pull on the vine and I looked back at it one more time and I told myself, this is the last time you're ever going to see that. And I began to work at it and sure enough, I couldn't find it again. But I remember exactly where I did it, but I can't find it. Tim says hi to Robert. Hello, Evelyn. Evelyn says hi to myself, Robert, and Tim. Weather tonight in Bologna, Italy is 4 degrees Celsius and 93% humidity and cold everywhere. Elvina, hello, Elvina. Elvina says hello to myself, Robert, Tim, and notes that it's a cold, wet, snowy, and rainy day here in Toronto area. Finally get my snow tires on yesterday. Good. God, I mean, finally got your snow tires on yesterday. Good job. Better, safer, huh? Elvina says hello to Evelyn. Evelyn says hello to Elvina. Tim says hi to Evelyn and Elvina. Robert says hello to Elvina and Evelyn. Robert says, Tim, that's similar to the auto mechanic always seeming to misplace that 10 millimeter socket. Evelyn says, Kurt, I can't remember if you said before that you would discontinue the Good Life meditation while in America or try to get fitted into your new schedule. I previously said that I was going to stop, but I'm going to keep it up. And the tricky thing, and try to keep it up at exactly this time, which would be about daylight savings time adjusted about 12:30 in every day at lunch. It's basically lunchtime. I'll try to keep it up, but I may have to suspend it or do it at a different time or something. But I'll probably either just do it or I'll always do it. I always do it in my head, but whether I'll do a live broadcast or not will be another thing. I might plan to. We'll see what happens once I get there. Thanks for asking, Evelyn. Tim says, I say lose as it doesn't make me feel I'm losing my memory as I age. Oh, I see. Right. I see. Get it. Makes sense. All right. Well, as for today, I it's time for me to get started, go do radio exercise. And then Yumiko and I are going to do some shopping today. Evelyn, I know that you're counting down the days till Greece. I hope that you pack your bags well and are ready to go and enjoy your last few days in Italy. Uh, Robert, stay safe out there in the snow in Napanee, Ontario. And Elvina, you too. I'm glad you've got your snow tires on. Tim, let's both, each of us, try to not lose any more tools, right? All right. If anything, for the sake of our garden's sake. All right. Take care, everybody. Be safe, but not too safe. And tonight, I die in my sleep. Bye bye.